And finally on the program, the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, the DSVA, is enlightening secondary school boys on all forms of gender abuse and how to seek help if they ever fall victim. Take a look.
Over the course of 6 weeks, 180 secondary school students, drawn from 15 schools in Education District 6 in Lagos State, were exposed to modules on sexual and reproductive rights that will lead them through the right moral path.
To serve as a role model for other boys by living a life of integrity.
As part of efforts to curb all forms of sexual and gender-based violence in Lagos, the State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency turns its attention to educating boys in secondary schools on the dangers of sexual abuse.
To be responsible breeds reward. To be responsible breeds more positive opportunities. Now, to be irresponsible, you do not get any reward for being irresponsible. To be irresponsible means that you have limited opportunities. I am saying this to you because we have taught you everything you need to know, but you are the one that is going to go and execute it.
These students say they are the wiser on domestic and sexual violence issues and are excited to become members of the King's Club initiative, which helps with psychosocial habits.
I really appreciate it for, impacting us, enlightening us on the positive masculinity, the right way a man or the male gender should use their power positively in the society. So far, I've learned about the gender-based violence, anger, how to manage your anger positively.
I've learned a lot about promoting positive masculinity, like violence, meaning of violence, and how to stay away from it, even anger. I'm a type of person who have an anger issue, but since after their teachings and their enlightenment, I really know how to control my anger.
I learned that women, we think whether we are stronger than women, that we can bully them and talk to them, but that's not right. Some people say it's only the men that can do everything, but it's not only them, the females can do.
Teachers are part of the molding process, and they have some words of encouragement for the students as they pass through this critical phase.
This program is a laudable one, and it's highly appreciated. With this program, I've learned that the status quo must change. And the children, the boys, should be the cream of the society, not the bane of the society. And it is better we catch them young. We have learned that violence has no color, no tribe, not the level of your education. It crosses across tribes and religion, and nobody is even safe. And we've learned that many have become orphans because of violence, and many have become widows and widowers out of violence. Wars are broken out because of violence, but there must be a stop.
The permanent secretary from the Ministry of Education appeals to students to always open up when exposed to any form of molestation.
The incidence of domestic, sexual, and gender-based violence has become a cause for concern, and we all have a role to play in this regard. The inauguration essentially, and to reorientate these young students and their peers, is to avoid violence in all forms, particularly bullying and body shaming. We all know what body shaming is all about, do we? Yeah, sometimes you call your fellow students honorable, or you this fat thing, or fat girl, or fat boy. That is part of body shaming. When you use the body description in a negative way, that is body shaming. And these have impact on the mental health of the victims. The ones you shame, the ones you call these negative names, it has mental health. It has negative impact on their mental health. And the essence, again, is to encourage the young students, speak up. and report to the nearest authority in the case of inappropriate behavior, bullying or body shaming, and provide support to victims. So if you are a victim, if any of your fellow students is bullying you, is causing you mental torture by calling you a robber, you this fat thing, describing you negatively, report to the school authority.
Meanwhile, the Executive Secretary of the Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency says the state government will stop at nothing in eradicating the menace in Lagos.
We're doing this because a recent research revealed that we have more of men perpetrating domestic and sexual violence. We also have statistics that revealed that a good number of sex convicts that are currently serving time in the correctional facilities were abused at a young age. And so we thought it was expedient that we engage boys, young boys, from an early age on what it takes to be a boy, what it takes to be a man, engage them on issues relating to sexual and gender-based violence, sexual and reproductive rights and health, masculinity, anger management, tenacity, grit, and resilience. And that's what informed the development of this curriculum, which we teach boys over a period of 6 weeks by seasoned mentors and facilitators. And we hope that we can use the education system to create a sustainable structure to dismantle patriarchy and lead about positive behavioral mindset change.
This initiative is a continuous exercise that will spread across all schools in Lagos State.
This is where we call it today on this week's edition of Dateline Lagos. Thank you for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Until next time, please stay safe.